Okay. We've made it. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Sweet surrender. Mm. Massage too. Oh my god. I have already two masseuses here. One is a chiropractor and the other one is a sport masseuse. Yeah. So I have two of those a week. Spine adjustment and deep tissue massage because as we alchemize the energy centers and we rise into higher frequencies, the body opens up to receive more light, and then it's good to move the exact points for the energy to flow in. So that's a cool suggestion for anybody that's already part of the students or collaborators as well. If you're upgrading with me, go get a massage. And then you don't have to feel guilty. I have a lot of people that feel guilty about receiving pleasure and love and monies. So you can use this as a permission slip. You're like, well, Nicole said go get a massage, go get a spinal adjustment. So now you can go and get it and enjoy. Because your relationship with receiving is what opens up the gates of the flow of abundance in life. Abundance. It's a dance of energy flow. And the more open, balanced, and aligned your energy centers are, then the more abundance can come your way. You may be blocking it by not having a healthy relationship with giving and receiving. You have to give to receive, and you have to receive to give. And of the whole cosmos. Yet, if you have an unbalance in your sacral center or in your solar plexus, you may be overcompensating with your heart. And that's what I see with the wounded feminine. And this is about sacred sexuality and money energetics, wealth energetics. And we're going to touch into the wounds of the masculine and the feminine. First, with the feminine, if you have an unhealthy relationship with receiving, that means that you may have an overactive heart center. You just get too excited, overly giving love, overly sending, giving, 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 giving. What about tuning into your relationship of laying back and receive? Your knowing and your conviction of it's going to come my way. Or the opposite of that wound, it's the block of giving, where you just receive, 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 and then you don't let it go out and you're greedy. You have to be greedy in balance. So that's the subtlety. God is greedy. God wants an epic life. God wants, the only reason God incarnated was to live an epic existence. Like if we're on earth, we are on earth to live a yummy, delicious, luxurious, abundant life. Okay, so yes, to be greedy with the things that you want, there has to be a healthy flow of out energy because Godhead gives more abundance, more wealth, more monies, more friendship, more opportunities to the beings that have the purest hearts. What is a dragon that guards the gates on your relationship with receiving is the intention in which you're going to send or catalyze that energy. You need to know what you're going to do with it. You need to be completely certain on what you're going to do with it. And for the masculine, if it has an overly active solar plexus but an unbalance in the heart chakra, then it's forcing and overly willing its creations into existence instead of relaxing and being laid back. So that's a lot of the collective of the masculine, using force, using dominance, using control to manifest and will his desires into physical reality. And that's unbalanced because even when you get the things that you want, you're going to be unfulfilled. Because what's fun, what's exciting is using equal balance of your energy centers in complete resonance and alignment as you merge. And this is the beauty of sexual alchemy: when you merge your feminine side with your masculine side, then you have a completely balanced heart center, a completely balanced solar plexus, and sacral. With balanced sacral center, you have a healthy flow of giving and receiving money, love, happiness, joy, laughter, friendship, family, fun, win, 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 win. Open, balanced sacral center. Open, balanced solar plexus. You are convinced and you know and trust your heart's frequency. Core soul frequency is your mission, fun experience, whatever you chose to come here and play. Okay, and that's why I want to recalibrate that word mission, because it sounds like, oh my god, there's nothing to do, guys. I just do this for fun. Because what else we're gonna do, right? We already signed up for this before incarnating. So it's a remembrance of what you chose to be before incarnating. Oh my god, got another mind mail. More important. Okay, let's see. Oh, baby's in the background. Uh, okay. It's more important because these people are paying for you. So that's the balance. For you to receive this information, the people that are actually giving the money, giving their expertise, giving, that's the reason this is possible and you can receive this information. And I suggest you become one of those people, because the more you give to life, the more you receive. It's an infinity loop, and that stays in your field. And when you have a healthy balance with your contribution of financial abundance, people equally value your services, whatever you are doing, in a high rate. So it's a mirror, guys. If you have healthy financial relationships, that's, oh my god, I love those babies, so cute. Those are the the monies that you give are the monies you're gonna receive. If you highly pay your mentor, if you highly pay your for housing, if you highly pay, oh my god, I love the field. If you highly pay for everything, then you're gonna get highly paid. You're gonna feel worthy enough to be highly paid back. So it's a sequence. If you're cheap, if you don't invest in yourself, then nobody will invest in you. Like, how are you going to tell life that you're worthy if you don't consider yourself worthy? And if you consider yourself worthy, then it's a no brainer to highly pay for the things that you value and love. So, okay. Sacred anger, sexuality, and money, the dark feminine, and the assertive king. So, to have a healthy relationship with money, you have to have embodied your king energy and your dark feminine, because that is your backbone. Okay, if you don't have self-recognition, self-knowledge of who you are, then how you're going to stand in the self-value that you're proclaiming about yourself and onto life. Okay, I'm going to say that again. If you don't have clear knowledge, self-standards of who you are, then how you're going to magnetize anything into your life, you have to know what it is. Back to specificity, it has to be really specific. So if you're unbalanced in softness, you don't have a backbone of assertiveness, king energy, queen energy, being able to reflect back, not set personality, right? Like, if you feel soft, you become softness in that moment. If you feel that you need to give a tough reflection, you give a tough reflection. And that's the alchemy of energy mastery. Okay, because you become a genderless being. You can still enjoy your feminine body or your masculine body, but it's whatever it's needed for you in the moment to come to the front is what's going to be. And then your relationship with presence, kind of like what's happening here. Okay, the field is showing me opportunities, monies, investors, emails, things that are so exciting. Okay, I choose to respond to that. Oh, I'm excited about seeing the babies. Oh my God, babies. I get excited about that. So I'm not tailored or anchored to my one decision of being here and sharing with you this video. So that's the lesson. It's like, okay, I got excited about this live video. And that gave me the energy to receive these higher invitations, higher opportunities, higher loves, higher monies, higher. It always gets better. So never get attached to the one thing that brought you that spark of excitement, because that was just the symbol that moved you a little bit more forward into the highest timeline. This similar to Bashar teachings. It's follow your heart's. I switch it to heart's resonance because for addicts, if you tell an addict, follow your highest excitement unto bliss, that can be a recipe for disaster. So, to all my addict viewers and students, we're all addicts in some way, shape, or form. Highest excitement means your heart's excitement. Whatever makes you feel the most in love in the moment, that's the code of what to follow. And then you always live in abundance frequency, because the moment you make a higher choice for yourself, you're sending a signal, and the whole of humanity benefits, not just you, the whole of humanity. So by it's paradoxical, by embodying your king energy, by embodying your dark feminine and putting yourself first and choosing what's more exciting for you, seemingly selfishly, you benefit everybody because you don't even care to benefit them. It just happens as a radiation of your embodiment. What are you telling life? What are you radiating to life? How are you responding to life? Are you doing what you say you were going to do? Are you following through with your self proclaimed statement, self proclaimed value? Because one thing is to be specific with what you want, and another thing is following through. If you say you were going to do something, are you taking intuitive action onto it, or was it just an excitement of the moment? That's unhealed, wounded feminine energy. That's the wounded maiden, if you want to use archetypes of Carl Jung. So, to be in your king, in your queen, to be in your what's this other archetype that we can use? Sorceress. I like that. It's like the sage. It's also wisdom and maturity. And the playfulness of whatever arises in the moment. So when you learn how to balance all these archetypes, you can use them to choose which one comes to the front. Oh my God, there's so many people. It's crazy. I feel it so high. Whew. You don't need to force anything into existence, okay? When you surrender, when you have that infinite trust and calibration within yourself and what you want fully, in conviction, it's not an idea, it's not an intuition, it shifts into deep conviction, then it's just easy and everything comes to you effortlessly. So it becomes symbol, it becomes strength, it becomes God. I think we're gonna come up with new words for everything, because how do I describe the ineffable? As your body alchemizes into higher frequencies, it's gonna be easy for you to know which archetype or energy needs to be used for the highest benefit of the most epic scene. And at some point, the audience just speaks back to itself. The audience speaks back to itself. Guys, there's like 1,000 new beings at the beach. Like 1,000. It's beautiful. So when the feminine gets balanced, thank you, in her direction, okay? Dark feminine, direction, backbone, masculine knowing, then the softness can exist within that container. The feminine needs to heal her relationship with her inner masculine so then she can bring her softness to the front from safety. Because all these unhealed women that send, like, they send me a million messages. And cool, I'm calling them in because I can help, my field can help them heal and balance into queen energy. The It's not a judgment. It's just I can feel the subtlety and the unbalance in the messages. Oh my god. Hi. It's just like ah. So there's a deeper knowing. Oh my god. Hmm. Puppies. Puppies, babies, love. Wow. When you are convinced on who you are, when your self confidence is crystallized, it's for women right now, any women watching, then the way you approach your connections, your communications, your relationships shift. So, because people don't respond to what you're saying, everybody responds to the energy you're embodying in the moment. Okay? So, the way you communicate will shift into maturity. And when that happens, there's no need for much to say because your energy speaks by itself. And then the field reaches out to you because with a healed sacral, solar plexus, and heart center in harmony, your telepathy increases, the power behind your words. When you have a balanced throat center, whatever you say, it's like a throat city, manifests instantly because of your integrity and your alignment. So let's call this the field of effortlessness. There's no need to effort because it's miraculous. It's just magical. It's easy, fun, exciting, ecstatic, orgasmic, and peaceful. That's my direct experience. Easy, ecstatic, orgasmic, and peaceful. There's people hugging. So sweet. And there's nothing wrong with anger either. You need anger. The unbalanced feminine in people pleasing and attention seeking and validation seeking and all of those hindrances needs to embody her sexuality, needs to embody healthy anger for that backbone, for that assertiveness, for that king energy that's going to sustain the softness of the blossoming of your inner queen, which is your flower, your radiance. And for the masculine, it's important to go back to the process of softness because too much assertiveness can go too much to the left of your process instead of the right, wrong. Um, and and then you forget to enjoy or relax or receive. And only when your masculine and your feminine it's merged in sexual alchemy within you. The sacred union is not outside. There's no outside. The whole world and characters are all reflections of your energy center openness and your how far are you in your integration process, in your journey back home. What is home? The marriage of yourself, your two polarities into one. So you become a whole and complete genderless being. When that happens, then you can truly magnetize your ideal partner, your ideal mirror. Everything else before that is just a karmic wounded dynamic, romantic dynamic that you may be playing out because that person is there serving a wounded aspect of yourself. So you get up level. And then the moment you heal, you stop manifesting those karmic dynamics and relationships in your life because you don't need them anymore. Only when you go through the journey of self love, self marriage, mastery, sexual alchemy within yourself, and there's 1,000% unconditional self love, then you can have a divine counterpart that will be a perfect mirror of your wholeness and completion. There's also a potential in which you are in union with this partner right now and some wounds are playing out. So it's not completely in perfection. I mean, your perfection unfolding even with the wounding and the healing. It's part of the process. He can shift into your ideal king, your ideal counterpart, but you have to do the work first. And you can do the work in partnership as well. But don't get attached to that one person. I don't know who I'm speaking to. This is directly to you. You would know. This is the message that's coming through. He would shift. He could shift into that, but he's just reflecting where you're at. And it seems more relevant to go through your own process by yourself first. הנה ליאורי תביא להם גם. כן, לך תביא להם, אני לא חושבת שיש עוד. Yeah. And same for the masculine. God, so many babies. If the masculine it's entertaining karmic dynamics and wounded dynamics, or even one one partner that's triggering his wounding, it may be of service in this stage of his soul's evolution. But only when you choose yourself as an individual being fully without the need of the other to feel that completion, then the relationship would balance into true love. It's not romantic love, it's divine love. I mean, romance can arise, beautiful moments can arise, but it's truly divine love because you don't need anything from the other. It's just completion, sharing completion with its mirror. It's perfectly balanced, aligned mirror. And that influences also your all your other relationships, including your relationship with money and business and career and happiness. And I mean, it's all one thing because Your dynamics and relationships are mirrors and reflections of your consciousness, conscious, superconscious, and unconscious. So when there's absolute integrity in one aspect of your life, that radiates in all other aspects. So the alchemy of sexuality directly influences wealth energetics and the amount of money that you're receiving right now and the amount of money that you're able to receive due to where your nervous system is at, because it's a process of breaking ceilings so your body can adjust. Back to the importance of masseuse. Get a massage or chiro work as well, combined with consciousness refinement. So, yeah, nice. Integrity is clarity of communication in all your connections. First, your communications with yourself, self honesty, and then that communication into your world. There's nothing left unsaid, there's nothing to hide. Full on authenticity of who you are. But first, you need to know who you are. If you haven't gone through that process, it's kind of hard to be in integrity because you cannot even try to be self honest if you don't know yourself. You need to know yourself. The discovery of your authentic soul core frequency. Soul core. Soul core frequency. Once you discover that, then it's easy because life works through you and then you can be fully in the backseat. And the body those things and the mind starts when it needs to tell you something, and you are on the world but not in the world, and then you can bilocate and use telepathy and have cities and things like that. That's the advanced course. But first you need to know yourself. Okay. So good. So much perfection. All goes from complete to complete. Life is the divine unfoldment of yourself with capital S as the prayer. There are no beginnings, there are no endings. All happens effortlessly by divine synchronicity. You relax and allow the process to take you. How easy it is when you can relax and allow the process to take you. When there's no more force, there's no more suffering, there's no more hindrance, there's no more sabotage because you live in complete alignment with your soul's highest, deepest, purest, most delicious essence. When that happens, all your energy centers work in alliance to fulfill what you came here to fulfill. You become a walking transmission, walking prayer. And you'll always be energized. You always be happy. You always be content. That's the level of true happiness and true contentment. Because you don't need, even if they're goals, quote unquote goals and quote unquote plans, you don't feel like you have to go and fulfill a deadline. It just comes to you, and the perfect thought and the perfect mirroring experience dynamic just unfolds simultaneously as you exist. I mean, you cannot help but exist. May as well enjoy it. Oh my god, so cute. You cannot help but exist. First, you need to exist. And then talk to me about knowing yourself and self realization and actualizing your highest desires. Oh my God. When you're in that disembodied state, nothing really matters. And that's so delicious. So enjoy it. Enjoy it because this sounds so cliche, guys. The process is it's what makes it fun. It's like one of those quotes of just going through the Himalayas and going through these seeming obstacles to go meet your guru, and then when you get to the top of the mountain, the guru tells you, "Oh, sweet one, it was all about all the people you met through your journey, all the interactions you had, all your tears, all your pains." And I wish you would have enjoyed that more because now that you're liberated and there's no suffering and life is easy, you can see the ridiculousness of the seeming play, the seeming fights, the seeming disagreements, the seeming guilts, the seeming shames, the seeming angers. How it was all bullshit. So if you can embody that witness consciousness while you're going through the seeming obstacles, then it's gonna be sweeter. It's gonna be way sweeter. You need the thorn of the rose to remove another thorn. The rose wouldn't be a rose without the thorns. So that's process number two, self acceptance. First, you need to know yourself, then you need to accept yourself. When you accept yourself, there's absolutely no fear of authenticity. It's not vulnerability because we're invulnerable. It's impossible to be vulnerable. Course in Miracles. We're invulnerable. Vulnerability says that you could be hurt. Nothing can ever hurt you. You've never been hurt by anybody. It's all been a play, a choice. You can choose to feel hurt. It's just a choice. Nobody has ever hurt you, and nobody can ever hurt you. It's illusion. You cannot try to know yourself. That's what we're already doing. It's like we cannot try to manifest. That's what we're already doing. Like life is a process of knowing yourself and manifesting yourself. Manifestation is existing. You're manifesting yourself into physical reality without even trying. Every single character soul in your movie is you. So that's how you know yourself, by existing, and you cannot help but exist. So you're in the process, either you like it or not. Like I'm here offering you a bridge to heaven to make it easier for you so you can accelerate the process and have community and fun while you do it. But you are in the process, either you like it or not, because you're on Earth, and Earth is a school and a playground for the acceleration of consciousness. So you have no choice. And if you kill yourself, again, disclaimer, I'm not suggesting that, but if you choose to kill your body, you reincarnate again with the same lessons that you need to play, plus the karma of killing the body. So you have no choice. You either advance or repeat. Because you kind of need me. You kind of need me. Evolve or repeat, buddy. There's no choice. You're stuck inside a VR console. Are you having fun? Is it a fun game? You have enough coins, opportunities, avatars, fun, excitements, visions. It's like if you were playing PlayStation. It's a PlayStation console, and you're the avatar. It all is valid. Everything's valid. We're all equal co-players. Yeah, the third step is what's fun. Become the creator. After you've gone through all the seeming plays and illusions of the dream, and you finally accepted yourself and saw yourself in everybody and in all the seeming fights. I shifted fights. Fights is finalizing, intuitive games, harmonious, harmonious. I sent that to one of my business partners. I have to write a book. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, sweetie. Just received your email with the 555 USD. Okay. Uh, well, Jum Jum Dictionary. Okay. Oh, yeah. Fight is finalizing intuitive games into harmonious transactions. Okay. So in the dream, fights, finalizing intuitive games into harmonious transactions. You agreed. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you. I don't know who did that. The ET. You agreed to have. Holy fuck! I feel too seen. That's my hair. Back to self consciousness. Oh my god, what's going on? This is too hilarious. Let's call that actor yoga. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on. I'm not in control. The pyramids, guys. See, since the pyramids are here, this whole thing just shifted. I don't know what's happening. There's like 100,000 more beings. The field is full of love. There's so much wealth. Okay, become the creator. Oh, fights. We were talking about fights. Okay, the back play is done, so we can go back to talk about fights. So fights are finalizing intuitive games into harmonious transactions. So then you remember through forgiveness, A Course in Miracles, that you agreed with every single being that you seemingly have one of these fights. And please, whoever is writing these quotes on the comments, I invite you to write this one because it will benefit the whole field and yourself, which is the whole field. The whole field is you. So when you know the whole field is you and you already learned what you had to learn from the reflections in your current level of the game, then you can become fit to be the creator. And then your thoughts become so potent, so powerful. And your integrity and your purity of heart and your purity of intention for mankind, including yourself, becomes so crystal clear that Godhead is the absolute, guys. Imagine like this black hole of nothingness and infinite love and radiant power, and it's just ecstasy in peace, peaceful bliss, grounded ecstasy, peaceful bliss, which is peace. Peace. Imagine just infinite peace, infinite love. That's the absolute. That's the Godhead. Okay, so we're all aspects of the absolute, of the Godhead. The absolute, that nothingness, vast space of infinite power, divine love, sends the beings, incarnated beings with the purest hearts, the most abundance, because those are the ones that are going to distribute it with divine justice and are going to use it as the creators. It's like humanity wants conscious co-creators. Money wants consciousness. Money needs conscious co-creators. People need consciousness, conscious co-creators. The field needs more conscious co-creators. So I, I can help you bridge the gap between knowing yourself, accepting yourself into the process of becoming a conscious co-creator. So you can to receive more abundance from the Godhead, and your video game console, your VR game, can become more fun. because it's all about having fun and crystallizing. I mean, again, you're always manifesting, but then you become more selective, discerning, potent in your focus and manifestations. So it's like you up level. That's what it is. A higher frequency is just a higher level of the game. And you need to leave behind everything that you already knew. And it's not in the physical people, guys. When I say leave behind what you knew, it's it's a belief, it's a state of being, it's a previous pattern, it's an idea, it's an attachment. Because those are the things that are manifested in the people in your life. The people in your life are not actual. I mean, they have bodies, but they're souls in different processes and stages of the game. So they are aligned and playing the roles that your current patterns and beliefs need for those reflections to poke that frequency, that energy center, so it can come to the light and you can receive the information. But once you get the lesson, the gem, the code from that dynamic, then either the being, the people in your life, the relationships shift with you into higher playing fields, or they just harmoniously vibrate out of your field because they're no longer needed. You always get what you need and a little bit more when you're stepping into conscious co-creationship. And then when you master that level, you can sign up for my class number 2, which is sexual alchemy and wealth energetics, in which you can manifest long-term financial abundance and have a clear vision in your calling work on earth and what you want to build. And then the third level is just dropping into the absolute, in which it's the next level of enlightenment, which is self-realization. I'm just using symbols because some people may think like, enlightenment is higher than self-realization. In my book, which is more like Hawking style, self-realization is deeper because your mind is way more absorbed into the absolute. Enlightenment is a state of infinite peace and completion within yourself, and self-realization to me is, and if we're in co-creation and alignment, we can create new terms. So I guess that was gonna happen, and you know who I'm speaking to right now. So when you are in the absolute, it's just your Godhead becomes the light shines fully through your mind's eye, so there's no distortion, and then it can instantly birth whatever universe or reality it's being called in for, the expansion of yourself and the rest of yourself, which is planet Earth. Yeah, I'm like, that's where we're at. I forgot. I'm like, we're on planet Earth. Yes, we are. Like, which planet? I feel like I'm in 7 places right now at the same time, working with different beings. Okay, we're on planet Earth. New definitions, new dictionaries, new books. That's what's happening. Yeah. So level 3, absorption. It feels too good. Absorption. Absorption into the absolute. It's happening as I'm saying it, so I'm just like, how do I express it? Okay, absorption into the absorption into the absolute. Absorption into the absolute. Absorption into the absolute. Okay, okay, okay. Absorption into the absolute. Nice. That's better. Yeah. It's like if you know those lights that you use for cinema and cameras? It's like a huge beam of light. It's behind my head like this, like, and it's just like, and that's what's coming through. And there's like emptiness. So there's like nothing and just like this ray of infinite light, just like, and it's like you are in the hole, in the black hole, and incarnated at the same time. It's a true simultaneity. That's what it is. So it takes energy to focus on the physical body, because the main focus of the consciousness that is talking as Nicole or whatever, it's actually in the absolute. I was talking with a mentor, collaborator, friend. We both mentor each other, support each other 3 days ago. It's fun. I'm going to bring him into one of the sessions soon. And he was like, "Who is Nicole?" I'm like, "She doesn't exist." She doesn't exist. I am infinite radiance, infinite love, infinite monies, infinite abundance, infinite sexual energy. I am like, and you are too, right? That's the remembrance. You are consciousness itself, and then that's the process of which quality of consciousness attuned to your soul core frequency do you want to keep embodying and refining for the juiciest, yummiest, epic, most fun experience in this incarnation that can take you to the highest level of the game and making the lifetime count. Make it count. Yeah. Only goddess. So feels complete. You're ready for mastery. People are still in the background playing acro yoga. Oh my god, maybe that's why the camera zoomed in. It was like, guys, just get entertained. Um, I mean, I said sexual alchemy, so instant manifestation. That's what it was allowed to be shown in YouTube for now. I'm ready for mastery to Nicole at nicoletega.com. So you can choose to become a student, which you also become part of the research for these consciousness healing centers. And you get to up level your consciousness in every area of your life. So I don't know, advertisement. I mean, we don't need advertisement because the advertisement is the frequency. But by advertisement, I mean if you want to contribute with graphic design, yeah, because energy comes to us. We don't have to do anything. But if you have beautiful art experience and you can make beautiful art design, web developers can also be cool too to create the different platform that we're gonna have that is not in YouTube. It's gonna be a separate portal with a subscription for intimate dynamics, and we can go truly deep into the sexual shadows and open up and heal together. Heal, balance out, because healing doesn't really exist. It's just a balance, an alchemy within. What else is relevant? Oh my god, they're playing with little Iron Mans. So cute. Of course. So you can become a student, you can be an investor, you can contribute with money if that's not an issue for you and you're already like have way more than you don't know what to do with and you want to invest. You bring money, we bring consciousness. That's another option. Student, expertise, or don't waste my time. So those are the options to be connected to me. I mean, even as a friend, I don't just have friends. Friend has to be one of those options. If you're a friend, can be a friend collaborator, friend student, or a friend investor, or you don't exist in my world. Okay, now that that's clear, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday. We'll see how I feel, but I think I'm gonna be able. I'm able to do anything. I'm gonna be excited. Able. What is ability? Infinability. If I feel like it, I may come up tomorrow at 9 a.m. EST too to give another set sign and see what cool image appears in the background. Bye, friends.